Friends, eBay is changing some of the promoted listings requirements and metrics and what counts as a sale that you are going to be charged on, and it could impact your reselling business. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about exactly what they're changing. It's changing at the end of March, what they're changing, and then how to look at your campaign promoted listing data to figure out what rate is right for you, and is this actually impacting your business? So let's jump into it. If you didn't get an email or you deleted the email, because we get so many emails from eBay, I'm going to link this down below, but they sent out an email, I think about, well, it depends on when you see this. In mid-February, they sent out an email and said, hey, at the end of March 30th, 2023, we are updating some of what counts as a sale by promoted listings. So before we get into what's changing, let me quickly go over, if you guys don't know what promoted listings is. You are paying eBay a percent, promoted listing standard. You're paying eBay a percent of the item if it sells, and you get to decide what that percent is. In return, they are putting your item in over 100 different places on eBay. You're getting more traffic. Ideally, you're getting more sales, and we'll figure out if that's true or not. So stay tuned for sure. So currently it is, hey, if the item is sold via promoted listing, if someone sees it in one of these promoted listing places, then we charge you that percent. They're updating a little bit of that. And the two main things I want you to look at, like I said, I'll link this down below. The two things I want you to really pay attention to, because this could increase your promoted listing fees, not the amount that you're paying eBay, but the number of items that are getting charged that fee. So currently, like I said, if they click on the promoted listing and then they buy it, that's what counts. But now in March 30th, they are updating it. In addition to when a buyer clicks through to your listing page, right? That's how they're currently doing it. We will now include when a buyer clicks on the heart icon to add an item to their watch list from promoted listing, right? So if a person clicks on the promoted listing and they don't buy it right away, but they heart it and then they come back and buy it, you are now going to get charged for that. So this could increase your sales, right? The promoted listings, you're getting that, you may be getting a sale from that, but currently if they added it to a watch list and they came back and bought it, it was not considered a promoted listing. March 30th moving forward, it is going to be a promoted listing. So overall, this may increase your fees because now they're counting more items towards promoted listing. And then the one other thing I want you to take a look at as well, they're expanding how we qualify and report an attributed sale, right? So what it's changing is when a buyer clicks on one of your standard ads and then purchases any of your promoted listing standard items within 30 days. So again, now they're changing what they're considering a promoted listing sale. Before it was like they see it, they buy it, it's a sale. Now if they heart the item and come back and buy it, or if they buy any of your promoted listing items within 30 days. Now, if you do promoted listings, I do promoted listings. All of my items are promoted listings. I am a women's fashion seller, so I have a pretty high promoted listing rate. Lots of videos. I'll link a video up here going through how I decide what rate it is and how to help you set it up and help you decide these numbers. But if you do promoted listing, this could increase the amount of items that are selling by promoted listings. This could impact your bottom line, and it's something that you need to be mindful of. So I'm going to show you how to watch this come March 30th. If you have promoted listing, what you need to be watching to see if this is impacting it, and what you need to know to make a decision on how to change your promoted listings based off of this information. So we are going to go into your Seller Hub, we're going into marketing, and we're going into your dashboard. If you have campaigns set up, which I highly recommend so that you can look at this information and make decisions about your campaigns and what rate is right for you. If you have a campaign set up, you can click on the campaign name, you can click on what metrics you want to look at in the chart. I'm looking at the last 14 days strictly because I changed some of my promoted listings in the last 14 days, and that's the most accurate information. Now, obviously, when you're viewing this, you may be watching this after March 30th, so I don't know how it's going to impact my sales. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be watching for, and then I will probably do another video as well. So if you're watching this after March 30th and you want to see how it impacted my sales, make sure to subscribe, scroll through and find the other video. So what we're looking at here, this is telling you how your promoted listings is performing to you. Is it getting you more impressions? Are you getting more clicks from it? Are you selling items from it? Is that converting to revenue? Your return on ad spend, is the money you're paying eBay, is it giving you a return on your sales, right? Are you making money from paying eBay money, essentially? Your click-through rate, so when people are seeing your impressions, are they clicking on it? Your sales conversion rate, your average sold rate, so on average, how much percent you are paying for them, and then your ad fees. So what you're going to see increase is your ad fees. Right? You're going to see this. Your average sold rate should not increase. This is based off of what percent you're putting on your listing. So unless you change that, that's not going to change. What you're going to see change is more items are going to be counted as promoted listings, and you're going to have to pay more ad fees. So what do? Right? What you do is you pay attention to this new metrics that they've put on here is return on ad spend. If you're paying more fees, but they're buying more items, then it may still be worth it. And that's essentially what this return on ad spend is telling you. It's saying, hey, of these ad fees that you are spending, what is the return rate? What is your sales conversion? How much money are you making off of these ad fees that you are paying? So you may see this increase. You likely will see this increase. I'm anticipating this to increase, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to still be worth it. This return on ad spend is what you want to pay attention to. If this is continuing to decrease, then you need to go in and figure out a new strategy for your return on ad fees, or for your promoted listing standard. The other thing that I'm going to be paying attention to, I'm going to change this to sales. And I'm going to scroll down here. What I anticipate, so I'm filming this at the very beginning of March 9th. So you see a huge decline because it's like the morning of March 9th. But what I'm anticipating is you scroll down here and looking at your performance sales, I'm fully anticipating that this is going to increase. It's going to increase because now they're counting what counts as a sale as more. It doesn't mean that I'm going to change my strategy. I'm still going to continue to pay attention to that return on ad spend. Like I said, I will be doing another video on what actually happens, probably a month after this all happens, and look at my data and show you exactly what is going on for me. So do make sure to subscribe.